Namaste students. I am JVN Dr. Aziz Mohammad Khan from Department of Food and Biotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapith, Women's University. Today I am going to discuss about the topic to separate serum from blood sample, that is in the subject immunotechnology lab. So what is the principle of separation of blood sample? So serum has two things. Blood has two things. The first thing is serum, and the other thing is that plasma. If the plasma can be isolated by adding coagulating factors, okay, such as protein fibrinogen or protein coagulating factors. What are the clotting factors? Clotting factors are the proteins which causes the clotting of the blood. And when the blood is allowed to clot after its withdrawal from a vein, the clot slowly shrinks and a clear variety fluid squeezed out from the clot is known as the serum. So when the blood is not clotted, okay, when the blood is not clotted, we isolate plasma. But when the blood is clotted, we isolate. When the blood is not clotted, we isolate plasma. When the blood is clotted, we isolate serum. So these are the two things which are found in the blood, serum and plasma. So how we isolate the blood? We isolate the blood through through the syringe, and we can isolate the serum and plasma through centrifugation techniques. So in this experiment, what is the things which we will require? The first is human blood sample, tubes, okay, serological pipettes, centrifuge tubes, and cryovials and centrifuge. So the procedure is that first we take the blood samples and draw the blood in vacuum tube which have no anticoagulant, okay, and allow the blood to stay it for about 30 to 45 minutes. And what we do, we are incubating the blood for isolation of serum, and due to this incubation, some clotting factor will clot the blood, okay, they will clot the blood, okay. This is the basic principle, and this is the basic procedure for that. So we are incubating the blood so that it can get it can get coagulated, and after coagulating we centrifuge the blood in centrifuge tubes, okay. And what will be the speed? 100 to 2000 force, gravitational force, that will be 5000 rpm per second, 5000 rpm per minute. So after centrifugation we take the supernatant and observe that there is a sufficient color, or if there are any turbidity. If we find any turbidity, we again centrifuge the blood, okay. After centrifugation, if we do not get any kind of viscosity in the tubes, we can take the tubes and we can carefully aspirate the supernatant which contains the serum. After aspiration this serum, we can we can store the serum at minus 80 degrees centigrade in some cryo vials so that we can store our serum. So this is the basic idea for isolation of serum. Because this for isolation of serum, we have to take the serum and allow the serum to coagulate. Okay, allow the serum to coagulate. Allow the blood to coagulate. After coagulation, we will centrifuge it, and centrifuge after centrifugation, we can aspirate our serum from the tubes, from the centrifuge tubes, and after collecting, we can store the serum in the cryo vials for further processing, for further uses. Okay, but if we need to isolate plasma, what we will do? For isolation of plasma from the blood, we will not incubate for 30 to 45 minutes. We will, what we will do, we take the blood and we add some anticoagulant so that the blood will not coagulate. Okay, and immediately centrifuge it, and after centrifugation we take the supernatant and can collect the plasma. This is the basic principle, the basic idea of the collection of blood serum. So our topic is over here.